Hello, good evening. For some time, I've not been online because I just decided to take some break. So, if you have been watching my video or you have been following up, you discover that for some weeks I've been not been doing some posts just because I want to take some little break. So, I'm back today, and today I have two good news for you. The first is that today is my birthday. So for every processing that has to do with study abroad or visa assistance, I'll be giving 50% discount. That means that what we normally process for maybe 1.5 million or 1 million, I'll be doing that for 500,000 or 750,000. So if you want to process a visa for tourist visa, or you need assistance for study visa, I'll be doing that at 50% discount. So the second is that today I also have the good news is that German has opened another visa application that makes the stress a little bit easier. And if you are familiar with what has been happening with the German consulate for some time now, I think it's about 5 years now, before COVID and during the COVID time, many people couldn't submit the application either for study, for work, or for short visits, or for any of the visa applications that they have. But early this year, they opened another portal, and it's going on fine now. Excuse me. That means that you can process your visa application without delay. And today again, I have another good news for you. Since the portal has been open, there have been a lot of programs. As we all know, Germany is one of the countries that you can get some, education. You can get cheap tuition school. You can get some vocational school. You can also get some universities. There are many universities in Germany that is also offering free tuition. That means you can go and study in Germany without paying tuition fee, except the hurdle of the block account and the German language that you have to scale through. So that's just the challenge in studying in Germany. But now the portal is back, and that means that you can go to the portal, go and apply for your short stay visa, your long stay visa, and also if you want to also study, you can also apply at the new portal now. So that's why for some of the opportunities we have in Germany, we suspended that because the portal has not been on. Many students have their admission offer, and they are also supposed to have interview at the German embassy. They couldn't go because they can't do appointment, and for some people they've been telling them that they cannot submit their visa application, and for some desperate people they had to use some of these start at the embassy, or maybe buy their way out in order to get visa application. But now all the stress is over now. You can apply on your own if you are going for short stay, long stay, or you want to go for study or any vocational program in Germany. So today I'm talking about some vocational schools in Germany. At the moment now, Germany needs the Germany needs a new they need application for foreign workers in order to phase out the baby boomers. They need people with new skills, vocational skills, because there are many opportunities in Germany. And if you know Germany very well, Germany is one of the destinations in the world where you can go for technical and vocational education. Is in Germany. You have Mercedes, you have Volkswagen, and you have some of these big companies and organizations, engineering companies in Germany. And that is why the dual vocational training programs is very, very popular in Germany. And they need a lot of people who are skilled in the technical fields, and they can get job easily, and they pay them very well. If you go to the dual training program, which I'll be talking about, you can earn like 2,500 euro, 3,500 euro per month. So I'll be talking about opportunity in the vocational schools in Germany today. I've already I've already done a video about this for US, for Portugal, and the other one for Finland as well. So today I'm talking about German vocational school. So Germany is one of the world largest, or one of the world leading destination for vocational training, due to its dual vocational training program, which combine practical work experience with theoretical education. So that is why this program is very popular. As you know, we have many companies in Germany. There are many, they are very good in technical education, and also in machine. Most of the machines that are used in industries, even in hospitals like Bosch and some other equipment, they are produced by German companies. So we are talking about this today. I want to look at the types of vocational trainings we have in Germany. Number one, just as I've explained, is the dual vocational training program. It's a combination of on the job training, and that on the job training at a company, and a theoretical lesson at a vocational school. This training usually lasts for 2 years or 3.5 years. That means that they bring practical skill from organization. They can send you to maybe a company like maybe BMW, for example. You go and have a training in that company, and also you also combine that with a vocational training. So that is the dual training program. Then we also have the school-based vocational training program. This is the one like just going to polytechnic or going to technical school. This one, you don't have IT experience working in company and also doing that type of training. So this for the dual vocational training, it combines on the job training in the skill. Maybe for example, you are going for auto mechanical engineering. That means you go to a company in Germany that manufactures or produce car. You get your practical training there. You also be given some theoretical training in that regard. But if you choose or you opt for the school-based vocational training, that means you just go to polytechnic. You are not going to have the practical training experience. So that is how it is. So it's conducted mostly in vocational school, often involving internship or practical phases. It covers fields like engineering, like healthcare, IT, hospitality, automobile, business, culinary arts, etc. So upon completion of this program, the opportunities that applicants can apply for full-time employment in German companies. That means you can employ any company want to hire you, and that is the problem for many people that have work opportunity in Germany. They are Nigerians, they are foreigners. They want to access job. They need the practical experience or vocational experience, which is not tenable to the German companies or to the German work environment there. So that is why they cannot access this job. So the opportunity you have is that you have opportunity to get full-time employment in Germany, just being trained for a short space. It could be 2 years or 3.5 years. You'll be given a certificate at the completion of this training, and you start working. Then another opportunity is that you also earn competitive salaries. You can earn competitive salary depending on which skill you have acquired or where you get trained. Whether you are trained in the IT field, there are many courses in the IT field like data analytics, cyber security, graphic designing, animation, or automotive engineering, and all kind of skills like that, or hospitality, nursing, business, entrepreneurship, business management, and stuff, and all these other courses. So you'll be able to earn competitive salary, and most of these companies in Germany, they pay very well. You can earn about 2,500 to 3,500 euro per month. Then another thing is that with this skill that you have got, or with this certificate that you have, you can apply for permanent residency after a certain number of years in Germany. After maybe working for like 3 years or 5 years, you can apply for a permanent residency. So that's the opportunity there. So the vocational school, in terms of cost, most of them are free. If you want to do the dual training program, is the most cost effective, because you can for most companies that offers this training, you can go there and get trained maybe without paying, except maybe they ask you to just pay some things, but most of them are offered free. Even for most vocational schools that we have in Germany, they are free. The one that are not free, you just pay maybe a token and you can get trained. And since they provide low tuition, you can be able to access this training. And if in case you can't get maybe you can't get the tuition, they are beyond reach, another opportunity is that you can get scholarship in order to cover these expenses, and you can be able to go for this training. And interestingly, there are many scholarship organizations that help students to be able to augment the tuition fee, the living expenses, and other kind of costs if you want to do this vocational program in Germany. So the most popular one, as we all know, is that's DAAD, that. So that is a very popular scholarship foundation in Germany, and many international students have got scholarship using the DAD. It's very, very reliable. If you apply at the time the application is open, you can be sure and you meet the requirements or the criteria. Then another one is the Deutschland Stipendium. So this one provides about 300 euros per month to talented students, including vocational trainees. So if you are very intelligent, academically sound, you can get 300 euros per month to take this program. They are not only offering this program for students that are taking vocational training. If you are also going to conventional or normal school, you can get 300 euros per month as a stipend. And also this opportunity is extended to those people taking vocational training as well. Then another one is the Erasmus scholarship. So mostly the Erasmus is open to EU students, not to non-EU students, but you can also get a scholarship. You can see if the scholarship application is open, you look at the criteria and you meet that criteria, you can get scholarship for that. Then another one is the company scholarship. Some of these companies, organizations offering this training, they also provide some scholarship to eligible students because they need workers. Just as I've told you, Germany is going through a kind of labor skill gap now, and they need to edge out those baby boomers, and that is why they call for application for foreign applicants. I think last year the application was over 315,000 if I can remember very well, or about 55,000. But most people from Nigeria couldn't apply for this opportunity, this work opportunity, in order to meet the skill gap or to fill the skill gap, because the visa application portal was having issues. Many people are applying for visa, they couldn't get appointment, except for those people who are outside Nigeria and they are within the Schengen zone already. They can easily move to get this job. So another type of offer you can take in order to meet the tuition for this scholarship, if you see that the school you are applying for is not free, is to take advantage of the company scholarship. Then another popular scholarship organization is the Friedrich Ebert Scholarship. This is another popular one, just like the DAD. So you can apply for any of these scholarship in order to pay your vocational training if you want to go to Germany. So the next question is that how do I apply for this dual vocational training program? Just as I've mentioned, the dual vocational training program is for any student or anyone who want to go to Germany to go and be trained. That means that you are just doing your work like learning on the job. Yes, that's what best describe that, learning on the job. So you are getting training. Let's say, for example, you want to be trained as a mechanic. Just as I've mentioned, you can work with BMW. They will expose you to the skill, give you the practical experience, and you also get the theoretical experience too. At least you'll be able to know some tools. You'll be certified. You get trained, and this company also provides certificates. That's the dual training program. Then the second one is to go to the vocational schools. There are many vocational schools in Germany. You want to be trained as a practical nurse, or as a bilingual nurse, or as an healthcare worker. You can go to any of these vocational schools in Germany, get trained as an auxiliary nurse, and at the end of the day you'll be given a certificate and you can practice as a nurse. So these are the vocational school. So I'm talking about the dual vocational school, how to apply for the dual vocational school. It is very, very advisable if you're applying for the dual vocational schools that you send at least 2 applications so that you can have more chances. In case if one doesn't work out, then the second one can work out so that it can be accepted. And these are the documents that are required. Number 1 is your cover letter. You need to write a cover letter because the company or the employers. And also, let me also tell you that when you are going through the dual training vocational program, you also get paid. So your employer want to see your cover letter. They want to see what you bring to the company, what advantage, what skill, what experience, what practical knowledge, if any, you bring to the company and organization. They'll be looking at your experience, your willingness, and your ability to learn in order to be accepted, because many people want to go for this program. You are not the only one, so that is why the cover letter is necessary. Then another thing is that they also want to see your CV, that's your curriculum vitae. So your curriculum vitae, you design that, so you write your resume. If your resume just like 2-page, if it's the curriculum vitae, that is very detailed. You need to put in your skill, your experience, your education, and if you have done similar vocational training or you have experience and all those skills, just outline them in the skill on the CV so that they can see this. Then another thing is that they want to see a proof of German proficiency. You must have at least a B1 in German language in order to be accepted. If you go to the embassy, the German consulate for interview, they will ask you whether you are proficient in, you are lingual in German. So if you are not too good in German language, it might make your visa application very difficult. So it's it's advisable if you are planning to go to these vocational schools in Germany, because you get a lot of opportunity. I will advise you to go to the Goethe Institute and go and get a German language proficiency. You need to be able to speak at least some level of German language to be able to communicate with people, because you'll be working in a German environment. So this German proficiency is very necessary. So after submitting your application for the dual vocational training program, it will go through the selection process, and after you've been selected, an online interview will be conducted. They will ask you some questions while you are coming for the dual vocational training program, what skills you have, why you are taking that program, and maybe if you have any experience and some other things, because they will need to give preference to the best applicants over those people who are just, they just want to Japa. So all these things are very, very important. So they will select. After that, after you've been selected, then you know that you're on your way to go and get your visa. So for the proof of funds, you need about 959 euro. You need to have in your account per month. So that means that if, for example, you are applying for, let's say like 2 years, you need to multiply that by 2 years, and it must also include it. This amount of money, you have it in your account, and if you are lucky, you are successful, you might be getting about 1,140 euros for a salary when eventually you get through. You've been selected to come for this thing. So this one only applies to those people that are working, that are doing the dual vocational training program. If you are not doing the dual vocational training program, it doesn't apply to you. Now, there are some people that go for traineeship. Those people that want to go for training, that's the traineeship people looking for visa. So this one too, this is a different ball game. It's a different requirement from the dual vocational training program. Date limit required for these people that you just want to look for training organization. You want to work in some NGO. You want to work with some companies. You want to acquire some skills and get trained and get certified in a certain field. You must be 35 years. You should not be more than 35 years at the time you are applying for this program. Then another thing is that you need to write your motivation essay, just like the cover letter. This is actually different, but this one is a motivation letter, like you are writing a statement of purpose. They also need to see your school certificates, that you have some credits and good passes in your whole level. Then you need to also show a B1 German language proficiency. Your proof of funds should be 1,027 euro. You must provide that for at least maybe for 1 year. That's about maybe around 10,000 something euro. Then another thing is that you need to also have your travel insurance. You need to have your travel insurance. You should cover that period, maybe at least for 1 year while you are going for this program. You also need to show proof of accommodation in Germany as well. You'll have book accommodation, maybe the organization that is helping you with a traineeship will assist you to do that. So you need to show this. Now, to get an idea of how much wages you get if you are going for any of these vocational programs, here are some of the salary structure. So I'm going to give you those people what they earn, those people doing training, and also those people doing their full-time employment. For the people doing training, is in the course of your vocational training, while you are working with that organization or that company, you are being trained. They're also giving you some stipend, maybe like half of the salary while you are working there, or when you are doing your IT. So that's for the training, for the trainees. So for Baba, you get like 600 to 800 euro as a trainee when you are still doing your IT training. If you start working for full-time as a full-time employee, you get 2,450 euro per month. As a bricklayer, you are going to get 900 to 1,400 euro per month. When you get your full-time employment, you are going to be paid 3,450 euro per month. For butcher, those people that work as a butcher, you get like 860 to 1,110 euro per month, 1,100 euro per month. And as a full-time employee, you get 2,560 euro per month. For those people that are in the caregiving field, you are being paid 1,200 to 1,400 euro as a trainee while doing your training. Then you get 3,600 euro per month. For those people that are carpenters, you are working as a carpenter or you are doing vocational training as a carpenter, you get 710 to 950 euro per month. And when you eventually secure full-time employment, you get 3,000 euro per month. For those people that are working in construction, that's construction equipment operator, you get 800 euro per month, 800 to 1,800 euro per month while doing your training, your vocational training. As a full-time employee, you get 3,200 euro per month. So that's just it. These are just some of the salary you can expect. Just try to reel out some of them. There are so many. They are about all different salary scale, different salary structure, depending on what you are working at. So imagine collecting around maybe 2,450 euro for just a barber earning around 2,450 euro per month. That's a lot of money in Nigeria. This is almost up to 3.5 million in Nigeria, or more than that. So this is why you should consider going to Germany for this vocational training program. So just as I've said, Germany has opened its portal, and that means that you can apply for this program and go to Germany. You can be sure of getting visa appointment. You can go for your visa appointment at the German embassy, either in Lagos or in Abuja, and you can get your visa if you meet the selection criteria, and you can be on your way to Germany. Just calculate. But for those people who maybe they find it challenging, the only hurdle is just to learn German language. But if you put the language barrier aside, Germany is one of the countries that pay very, very highly, especially for those people with technical skill. So it's going to be a very good opportunity for you. Just as I've said that Germany for the past 2 or 3 years now, they have been looking for foreign skill workers or for people that they can train in the vocational or technical field. And as you know, there are many companies in Germany, and Germany has been a very, very good country with vibrant economy for a very long time. It's a Schengen country, and they spend the euro, and you can go there to go and work and get your skill, get certified and live the best of life that you want. So I hope with this information that I've shared with you, especially as the German portal is open for visa now, there should be no any problem about applying for this program, coming to Germany to come and do your vocational training. And just as I've said earlier, if you're applying you need assistance for study visa, for tourist visa, or any kind of visa assistance you need, because today is my birthday, I'm giving 50% slash for any of the consultancy fee. So you need, just remind me in case you need to apply. The offer open now within the next 2 weeks. So if you apply for any of these programs within the next 2 weeks, then you can get the chance of getting a 50% discount for visa processing. So I will be waiting for your application. Have a very lovely day.